say,
top billin'.
Fly, Eagles, fly. I'm not sure people have noticed this right here. 8-1, despite the fact that a couple of key elements in the Eagles' cog not really working on all cylinders right now. We've talked about the pass defense, especially on the interior, right? The interior pass defense definitely leaves a lot to be desired. But the run game, this is baffling to me. This is not something that I really noticed offhand. I would see it and I'd be like, doesn't look like it's really firing on all cylinders like it was at the beginning of the year. Now, my man, the Philly Flyer, DeAndre Swift. Y'all know that's one of my favorite players, period, point blank, end of story, no doubt about that. And in covering this cat since he was in high school, I also know his skill set. He's not a tried and true every down back. He's one of these guys that's more of a flex, meaning he can give you those type of stats, but in less carries. Like, he's extremely efficient if you use him efficiently. Now, I want you to check out these totals right here, right? 135 carries for 615 yards, 4.5 average. It was a time probably about 5 or 6 weeks ago, he was averaging over 6 yards a carry. He's down to 4.5 yards per carry, and my mind was blown because it feels like I don't know. I just didn't see it coming. I mean, I knew it would come if you keep running them like this. Listen, 18 carries, 16 carries, 15 carries, 10, 17, and that was at the beginning when he had a 28 carry game and all this. This is a lot of carries, especially if you're going to throw it to him a couple of times a game, or even 8 times in one game and 6 times and all this. That's going to add up on this kid, man. No doubt about that. He's not built for that, right? Not to say that he can't do it. It's just not the best way to use him. Now, look at this. 18 carries for 43 yards against the Cowgirls for a 2.4 average. He had 16 carries for 57 yards against the Commanders, 15 for 62 against Miami. You ain't messing with them Jets. I'm here to tell you right now, right? That defense is absolutely cold-blooded. 10 carries for 18 yards. Those are the tough 18 yards to get to, right? And then 17 for 70, 14 for 56. So he has not had a 100-yard game since that crazy-ass game that he had against Tampa, right after that super crazy game that he had against Minnesota where he piled up all those carries right there. 135 attempts already. This should be his season total, right? And a lot of those came in between the tackles, or at least they start in between the tackles, and then he likes to bounce it there. But he has a lot of carries between the pipes. So with that being said, man, having a mixture of him, of course, KG Kenneth Gainwell, right? A lot of people down on KG for some odd reason, man. It is what it is, right? You fumble, right? Even though somebody like Swift could fumble a couple of times and nobody's going to say nothing, but hey, these are the breaks, right? But Rashaad Penny, I could have swore I saw Rashaad Penny in the game. It's time to unleash. Y'all remember that song with Tim Tebow and Skip Bayless? Unleash. It's time to unleash your man Rashaad Penny. This is perfect timing right here. You don't want to keep getting Swift these many carries, man. Something going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Knock on wood there, because if you go by tradition, if you go by the data that you have, he's a bit prone to getting nicked up with like them knick-knack paddywhack type Jones, right? You get a little bit of a stiff hammy here and this and that and a bruised quad and all this, you know what I'm saying? It's like little knick-knack stuff like that. You want to have this cat healthy, and then you could do what you have to do in the playoffs, but you got to get him there first. So Rashaad Penny? I mean, that is Rashaad Penny, right? At least it looked like him. I forget what Rashaad Penny looked like, though. He's been on the bench so long. Like, come on. Did you see this burst, though? Look at this. Dallas got in motion. Get that extra gap there. Running play. Oh, my God. Front side. And, oh, you saw that? You can tell the burst right here. Look, he was that close to breaking it. Right? Look at that. Right? That man is nasty on these zone plays. You can see him working it front side right here. Great job by Jason Kelsey right here. Splatter wax him, man. Right? Walls that off there. You can see the organic crease starting to form there. He just needs to press that and then get vert, which he does with the best of them right there. And of course, this man's like 230 something pounds, right? With 4.4 speed. He's going to be running through arm tackles. You see right there. Just so much that happened, 3 or 4 guys have to get him right there. He would have probably ran over the safety right there. That's what he's known for, man. He's a long ball specialist, an explosive guy who can flip the field. Now, if they were saving him for a certain point in time in the season, this has to be it on the tough stretch right here, right? He's going to have fresh legs while everybody else is, you know what I'm saying, right, in the dog days of it. It should be absolutely perfect. You got to get this guy at least 10 carries. Giving this man 2 carries is an abomination. So look, in his second run, this is also an abomination because this is when you probably should pass right here, right? You get it, and you're in 12 personnel, and they see Rashaad Penny big ass back there. They know what to do, right? They're not going to be dumb about this, right? You get an 8-man box. 8-man box, and you're going to still try to run into it, right? You try to run this, looks like an inside, you're running the inside zone here with that organic cutback crease, right? Maybe it could have been a little bit better had Stoll pulled off his block on Micah Parsons here, which is a tough ass, but, I mean, he was pretty much a turnstile right there, right? So Micah Parsons already back there on the organic crease, but if it was more of a quick zone, he will be right off the hip right here, and he will be climbing up to the second level, except Micah Parsons is there waiting for him there. But so is 4 or 5 other people there. So then that's it. Come on, man. Remember when I said a few weeks ago that it was starting to look like Coach Johnson was implementing a lot of the stuff that he did at the University of Florida under the great Dan Mullen? And this looks like one of them, right? This is definitely one of them. They used to run a lot of 21 personnel, meaning 2 backs, 1 tight end. On this one right here, you get a tap pass from kinetic motion here to Philly Flyer. You get that lead through here, right? You get that alley block, lead block by KG Kenneth Gainwell off of that tap pass there. And it's a great way to get Philly Flyer out in space where he can protect himself a little bit more. Look at that. Great block by Gainwell, and then look at the burst by Philly Flyer. Check it out from this direction right here. Excellent play call with that zone blocking up front. KG Kenneth Gainwell right here. Give him his props right here on the blocking. Bang, right? Smokes that man, right? Separates his soul from his senses right there. Pushes him towards the sideline. Swift operating in a ton of space right there. Able to get you a big gain. And there's a lot of different builds off of that particular formation. A lot of different builds off of that particular personnel. A lot of things you can do. I definitely want to see a lot more 21 personnel implemented, especially if we're going to lose Dallas Goedert for a certain period of time.
Our Eagles fly. You know, it's almost time for them birds to get back to the Super Bowl and bring that drum back home to the Delaware Valley where South Jersey can stand up. All my boys out here in South Jersey, the entire Philly, Delaware, Wilmington, shout out there, Elkton, Maryland, everybody, right? Listen, my man Rashaad Penny is about to run through your defenses like a Kardashian sister. My man has some crazy-ass vision, especially with these zone schemes. You know, Philadelphia Eagles definitely love to rely on some of these zone schemes. You get balanced formation here, right? Working out of 12 personnel, you get that zone flow across the board. Always looking for the aiming point. On this one right here, you get the 3 technique here, right? If it's a front side pursuit, you want to hit from that aiming point, so it's going to be about where he is in the blocking scheme, right? If he gets too far upfield, it's the bang or bounce theory. You got to bang that bad boy inside right here. Be able to cut it back against the grain. Rashaad Penny is the man at that. Look at this. Look at this breach right here. He bangs that, works back, then works back front side and gets out. Come on. Oh, my God. You saw the power he finished with. Listen, we'll get back to that. You know I got to get back to that. But check this out right here. Look at the aiming point right there, right? Great job by the defensive tackle here to get upfield. But it's a zone scheme. It's pretty much an option, right? If he's unable to get above the aiming point right here, you would continue to work that bad boy front side. But with him getting upfield, like I said before, you bang that. But what happens when you get 2 breaches, right? You got the great Grady Jarrett here. He also is making his way there. Look at him. Work it back the organic crease, and then notices this right here. Look at this. Backside pursuit walled off. Nope. Nothing to go there. The man has excellent vision. Running out the front side and Yaka. Fertilizes this man in the taxidermy. Come on, baby. That's that Philadelphia Eagles football. Thank God he's bringing that hit to Philly with my boy, the Philly Flyer, DeAndre Swift, and KG Kenneth Gainwell. Now, listen, all this is predicated on Rashaad Penny being healthy. Let me say it again. If he's healthy. So I don't need your monkey ass coming up in here talking about, oh, if he's healthy, this and that. I already said it. We don't need to hear from you. I've already said it, all right? So everybody always has to get their little 2 cents in. We know this. If Rashaad Penny is healthy, he's wealthy. The dude is the absolute truth. I said it before. This is a cat that I've covered since he was on the Seattle. Well, since I was covering the Seattle Seahawks, which has been 3 seasons there. Now he comes over to my team. I understand what's going on with Rashaad Penny. No doubt about that. I understand his vision. Once again, we see here, you get 12 personnel. You're going to get multiple breaches again. Now, this isn't some type of run the phone home about. That's not what this particular content item is about. You can refer to my previous one when he was signed, and I did the film study then, and I repurposed the film study from previous before then. You can see all the explosive runs. But this one right here, I want you to see how he will keep us out of trouble. Check this out right here. Breach, goes back. Look at that. A lot more slippery than you think. At least it makes it to where it's a no-gainer instead of a loss. This type of shit is what hurts zone schemes, right? You get it right here. You see zone flow across the board. You get the strong safety here, Tyrann Mathieu. He walls off right there. You get your aiming point, which is right here, right? The 3 technique and the 5 technique. So he's going to want to organically cut this back off of them. However, what you're going to get there is this tight end getting his shit rocked, right? Pause. He getting bench pressed back into the lap of the quarterback, right? He's bench pressed. Kobe Parkinson's bench pressed right there. He now has Parkinson's, right? And my man right here senses he can't go nowhere with the backside pursuit. So once again, he cuts it back upfield and cuts off the inside hip of Kobe Parkinson, allows him to be a little bit better of a blocker right there just to get back to no gain. I want to see either a gain or no gain. I don't want to see losses. Rashaad Penny does a good job of using his vision to at least keep you on schedule. All right, look at this. Another balanced formation working out of 12 personnel. You're going to have a double lead draw on this, right? You'll see the draw steps on this with Rashaad Penny taking those rhythm steps here. You get these double lead blocks. So this could go either way, right? It's really going to be up to Rashaad Penny going one-on-one with whom I think is the best linebacker in all of football, Demario Davis right here. You have to be able to defeat that first man, right? Whoever you encounter, usually Rashaad Penny does that. There's no doubt about that. Check this out. You get to see some of the explosiveness as well. Look at him stick that foot in the ground, get to the edge. When you can get to the edge like that, oh, look who ran him down. What? Demario Davis and Rashaad Penny outrunning cornerbacks, right? And other defensive backs like that, right? One-on-one with the great one. You can see the draw going on right there. Great job of sticking both the strong and weak side linebackers here. And he's 88 out the gate. Demario Davis did a great job of forcing him back towards the action right here, right? So he thought he could get there. But then you get lineman peeling back. Actually, it might be the tight end getting in the way. The tight end just naturally gets in the way right here, Will Dissly. And then look at him get past Werner, get to the edge. He's flying. Got that 4.4 speed, above 220-something pounds. Come on, man. You adding him in with that man, Jalen Hurts, one of the best doing it? Come on, man. Who's fucking with us? Go Birds. Look at it from this angle. You can really see the quick decision-making once he presses the line of scrimmage. Oh, look at that. Turns in, right? He's on his Forrest Gump drawing, too, right? Forrest Gumping it, right? He ain't need no agility to break down the space. No type of agility needed with this one right here. He just kind of weaved in his way like this. He S-curled that shit. He S-curled his way through the line of scrimmage there and then turns it on right there. You can see him visibly walking away from people, right? We know Demario Davis can run his ass off as well. So, all right, look at this draw play with a little bit of an influence block here on the 2I. Right, you let him get upfield there. Rashaad Penny, though, encountering Demario Davis and Warner and all these guys. And look at the vision and look at the ability to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. Look at that. Oh. It almost looked like he slipped on the logo or something. Oh, I see what he tripped over the lineman's foot right here, right? Lineman having to get upfield here on Warner. As you can see right here, he originally wanted to go outside. He quickly turns that back inside. He's able to make these cuts damn near at full speed just off his vision. And you can see Warner here. If you're able to see that outside shoulder pad, you bring it back off that inside shoulder pad. Look at that. Swipes to get by right, swipes left. He swiped left and then got clipped up right there. Or in other words, he probably was going to have a nasty collision with Tyrann Mathieu right there, which would have been nice to see. Instead, he's rigor mortis himself. All right, so I know a lot of these runs may not look like anything to the average person out there, but listen, I told y'all guys before, I'm not a highlight channel. I'm trying to show you the intricacies of this sport, and I'm regurgitating shit that I've actually been through as a player, right? So most of these little nerds out here and shit like that, they're just regurgitating shit that people like me and others say or whatever like that. You know you're getting raw and authentic shit from me when somebody who's actually strapped them up, right? Pause, gotta pause. But you see right here, I want you to look at the notable subtlety here with this zone play. Watch him press this, right? Where's the breach? I've been telling you all the time, the breach is right here. You can see it. Abraham Lucas getting breached right there, so you want to naturally cut that back. But look at Demario Davis. He's pressed the gap. There's nowhere to go right here. Look at this. Really nowhere to go, and he still makes chicken salad out of it. Look at that. Just that simple, look at that simple jump step, right? Almost like you teach it, right? I've been in places, help teach running backs, right? Co-assistant running back trainer, doing the 1-2 thing, doing that back in the day right there. This is exactly how you would teach it. You get that jump cut, shuffle those feet. Just watch the slight shuffle of the feet. Look at this. Both feet shuffle, continues to go on his plane. Oh, shit. Down goes Frazier Splacker tire. Somebody got fertilized. Look like David Onyemata there. Well, look at that. And then get you some more yards right there. Make sure you hold on to that ball. Want to have that 5 points of pressure there. Makes chicken salad out of chicken shit. All right, last one right here. Real men watch to the end and then comment. What do you have right here? At least from the box standpoint, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 7 defenders. How many blockers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Obviously, the quarterback's not going to count here. So it's 7-on-7 blocking. My man, all he has to do, navigate it, and it could be blocked to perfection because you get a hat on a hat. You know what I mean? Right there, you see this duo scheme, right? They're going to work play side. He's going to work backside. You see that right there? And look, he's going to be off to the races. Oh, shit, I'm not sure what happened right there. Blew a tire. He must have blew a tire. Looked like he was about to deliver a punishing blow, and my man pulled the rug from off and under him right there, so kind of made him sit it down there. But see right here in this duo scheme, you see him blocking front side right there. He takes that rear exit right there, and you can see everybody jumbled up right here. Great call right there. Great scheme. And then he's 88 out the back gate right there, showing off that speed. And, but listen, I don't have to say much more, man. Go Birds. This run game is about to be off the chain. Pass game is about to be off the chain. Offensive line still going to be one of the best there is. Defensive line, same thing. You know what it is, man. It's a Philly thing, baby. Strike the band.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.